I guess you could just like brigade it into fucking claiming that it's false over and over again, and then celebrate that brigading even if it falls apart.
Largest cruise ship ever built in just 9 days will be carrying nearly 10,000 people around the Caribbean. What do I mean by largest cruise ship ever built? Let me give you some comparisons just for scale. You know this guy right here, very handsome man. He's about 6'1". He's a little guy, though, compared to the great blue whale of the sea. That's a 100-foot mammal. And that is little compared to the Titanic, largest ship of its day, 883 feet long. But think about this. The icon of the seas makes the Titanic look tiny, nearly 1,200 feet long. And Chris Van Cleve got an exclusive ride on this massive ship as it prepares to set...
Nothing funnier than a fucking 15-minute city, baby. The monetization of posting on Twitter gets suspended if you cash too many notes, so they think they're depriving you of revenue by brigading your shit. That's hilarious. They think I fucking gave my payment information to Twitter. Are you on crack cocaine? Are you out of your fucking mind? I don't trust Elon Musk as far as I can throw him. If you think that you are depriving me of some kind of revenue, the $36 that I'm going to make off of a hit tweet or whatever, you're out of your fucking mind. Okay? It is hilarious. Anyway, getting back to the real point here. This is a walkable city. Americans only like walkable cities if they are literally paying for that privilege. What do I mean by this? They like it if it's Disney World or Disneyland, or they like it if it's a fucking flowing island. Okay?
Sail with passengers. It's on a test cruise now, and he's joining us off the coast of the Bahamas. Chris, the way I like to think about this, it's like the Empire State Building lay outside and floated around the Caribbean. Good morning to you.
Well, good morning from the Bahamas. You know, there used to be a saying in the travel world that cruising was for the newlywed and the nearly dead. That is not the case anymore, particularly as Americans are spending big on experiences. Royal Caribbean answered with something truly huge. This ship is a destination unto itself that also happens to stop at a lot of really cool places along the way, and it is paying off big time for Royal Caribbean, because if you want to get on the Icon, you may have to wait until 2026.
Welcome aboard the Icon of the Seas, a $2 billion floating resort. At nearly 1,200 feet long, she is the world's largest cruise ship, with 20 decks, 2,805 staterooms for up to 7,600 passengers, who can enjoy 7 pools, including the biggest on any ship, the world's first onboard water park with 6 water slides, theaters, a
Bro, why are we doing this? What the hell is going on? Americans love walkable cities if you pay for it, and it bulldozes endangered reefs everywhere it goes. What is this? Why is chat so anti-cruise? It's disgusting. Cruises are, one, ugly and awful and a petri dish for you know, all different kinds of viruses that you are going to catch. But beyond that, it's just like another gross abundance that can easily be pushed aside, especially when they are a gross abundance that is incredibly costly on the environment. The amount of damage that these things do to the environment is so massive. It does not justify its existence. That's it. I don't know. Well, yeah, cruises in Europe emit more emissions than all the cars in Europe. It's like, it is really, really strange that like there is a massive multi-billion-dollar industry related to keeping, massive multi-billion-dollar industry that is just simply not worth it by any fucking metric. And beyond that, like there's real commerce happening with vehicles, okay? This is nothing. It's purely for funsies. And there are better substitutes. Yeah, I mean, okay, fair. People that say, why are you trying to take away jobs from the Pinoy gang is correct. When I found out that 25% of every ship like is manned by Filipinos, that's when my mentality on this shifted a little bit. 100%. It's like the number one industry. Yes, Swagapinos occupy 25% of all ships. Like they work only 25? What do you mean, dude? To all my Swagapinos out there, your penis is worth more than that, okay? I promise. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Casino and more than 40 places to eat and drink. Include the crew, and you're at nearly 10,000 people.
Over the process of building what we bill is the best family vacation in the world and providing something for everyone, it slowly, through that creative journey, got bigger and bigger.
Why is bigger better?
It's not about size, it's really about iconic experiences.
Jay Schneider is Royal Caribbean's chief innovator.
10,000 people sounds a bit like going on vacation with the...
You know what I just realized, and this is like straight up? I think Filipino people are the only people I don't like immediately make fun of. Like every other group of person on the planet, I have either made fun of directly or indirectly. Filipinos are the only people, Swagapinos are the only people I don't make fun of at all. Much respect. That pause didn't helpful. This is so distasteful. You should talk about more about worker exploitation. How have you made fun of Jews? Do tell us. How have I make jokes about everybody. I mean, I don't make fun of Jews, but I do make fun of Israelis a lot. We did the Chabad tunnels. There's a whole ass video. Swagapino is considered making fun. Fight me. It's a term of reference. It's a term of respect. You never make fun of Africans. That's so funny that you say that because immediately it goes Africans. You know, the nation of Africa. Every fucking white guy on the planet immediately goes, yeah, why don't you make fun of Africans? First of all, I make fun of the North African region regularly and countries within it. I make fun of South African people also. But I do love when a bruh, I'm African. Well, I don't know if you're like a Elon Musk style African because, you know, one, you hit the lull. Okay, which immediately I feel like that's like white behavior, white person behavior. And secondly, who the fuck says I'm African? What does that mean? I will never understand this when people say I'm African or why don't you make fun of Africa? HBFB is a black guy though. So I think my man's got American brain. That's not true, bro. You don't make fun of Arabs? What do you mean? I make fun of Arabs all the time. What? What do you mean, bro? Yeah. What's wrong with being African? What? That's not what I'm saying. It's like I think he's just American. I think Flying Oblivion is just like a black American. That's why he said I'm African. Because I feel like it's very Ameri-brained to say I'm African.
Entire town.
We have purposely designed this ship to give more space for
Anyway,
people.
I'm not
we
making fun of
believe
them, though.
even at 7,500 guests, it won't feel to you like your entire hometown has joined the ship.
While the average stateroom for a 7-day Caribbean cruise costs about $3,500 for 2 people, they've
Look at this guy, Osama. Not only do you make fun of us, you also deeply insult us by claiming your food. I'm sorry, motherfucker, but shawarma, turns out, is literally Turkish. Okay? Suck on that, Arabs. Okay? You feel me? Don't come at me ever again with that. I didn't even know that myself. I thought shawarma was originally the Arab version of doner, right? Turns out, it actually is literally it's just Turkish. It's just Turkish. Okay? It's just Ottoman. No, it's not Greek. No, it's not Greek. Oh my God. Now you're going to make everybody. Let me tell you something. When you say there's nothing that turns like conflict between Arabs and Turkish people quickly away from the actual main point of contention and directed directly at you, like claiming that a food that is like from the region is Greek or Israeli. Okay? Especially Israeli. Everyone gets mad at the Israeli thing. But like if you say something is like Greek, immediately all the Lebanese people, all the Syrian people, all the other like Arab people will be like, that's fucking bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I saw the Israeli feta concept. Like, listen, here's the thing, okay? It's a part of it's a, come on, man, don't put us with the Israelis. See? Isn't like every Mediterranean food from Greece? No, Greek has its own food. Greek food is you know, it has, like, there's Greek cuisine. But yeah. The Ottoman Empire, at least as far back as the 17th century, stacks of seasoned sliced meat were cooked on a horizontal rotisserie similar to the jaw kebab. The vertical rotisserie was introduced no later than the mid-19th century. The town of Bursa in modern-day Turkey is often considered to be the birthplace of the vertically roasted doner kebab. Okay. Bro, you're so food nationalist. You claim Italian food is Turkish food? No, I would not. Greek and Turkish food are different. They just have main dishes they share, which causes all this fighting. This is true. Also, it's like, in my opinion, kind of watered down. It's like a watered down Turkish food. Greek food is still good, though. You know, I still fuck with it. All jokes aside, I mean, all food is great. I've told you guys, there's a Israeli couple out here that makes fucking absolute bangers, like Bavel. Like, I don't give a shit. Good food is good food regardless. Make them stop this culinary revisionism. One of the better Italian restaurants in Los Angeles is literally owned and operated by an Israeli couple. Bestia. They also happen to have 2 very good Middle Eastern Mediterranean restaurants as well. Bavel in downtown Los Angeles and Safi's in Hollywood. Safi's has probably one of the best doners I've had in America. You only say that because you don't respect how good the Greeks are at seafood. This is fair. I don't eat seafood, which is probably what it is. That's like definitely a big part of it. What? Yeah, sure. Hold on. What do you
had
want?
no problem
Why?
selling this ultimate family townhouse.
Oh, it's
3
not-
stories with room for 8. The table is a touchscreen loaded with games
I think it is.
and a slide good for kids of any age.
And here.
It goes for up to $100,000 per per trip. The Royal Loft is more for the high roller without kids. 2 bedrooms, private hot tub, and a huge balcony can be yours, starting at $40,000. Cruise critic, editor in chief,
was sitting here because he was hungry. It turns out he was waiting for his fucking food
people, right?
that he ordered on my
more
phone.
More people can experience something. It means that there's a lot more amenities and activities on board the cruise ship. But it bigger is also better for the cruise lines, right? The more people they can put on a cruise ship, of course, the better business they do, the more money they make.
It took my breath away.
When Kevin Curran saw the grandeur of this new enormous ship and that giant dome,
like, what news? Like, why are they doing this? Is those newsworthy coverage? I'm from where people don't really distinguish where in Africa we're from, because we usually all West African and Muslim. Well, where I'm from, I'm Senegalese, bro. Where I'm from, people don't really distinguish where in Africa. Wait, what the fuck? Why didn't you just say you're Senegalese? That you're from Senegal. Yeah, no, it is definitely PR. My point is, like, it's just odd that they're just like doing a straight ad for a fucking cruise ship and making it appear like it's newsworthy without any sort of qualification that this is not news. It's just a fucking ad for the Royal Caribbean cruise liner.
dome of windows up front, he knew he had to be on Icon's inaugural cruise from Miami later this month. The Oregon resident has been tracking the ship's construction for a year and a half.
The more I watched the videos, the more I understood this was something special.
Cruising is surging in popularity. Last year, passenger volume outpaced pre-pandemic numbers, and this year is expected to hit a new high of 36 million, as spending on experiences has climbed 65% since 2019. From the bridge, Captain Hendrik Loy is overseeing what amounts to a 3-day test drive to the Bahamas.
What do you get out of one of these shakedown cruises?
There is still fine-tuning that needs to take place.
And we had to test out some of the signature attractions.
What?
The Crown's Edge has you test out some of the signature attractions.
Oh, that's dead. You're dead. You're so dead. I worry about you because you like cruises. No, it's not on. Here, it's on now.
I don't like cruises that much. I think, like, I've been on one in my life. But, I mean, that seems cool.
That's nuts, bro. What is it? Like, is the element of, like, actually being murdered and having no, like, legal recourse? Is that what makes it better?
I don't like heights, so I would never do that. I'm just saying, like, I can see that being cool. Like, we can debate cruises and, you know, the industry of cruise lines and, you know, their worker practices or whatever, right? Labor practices. Sure. Debate it all day long. I'm just saying that looks cool.
No, it doesn't.
The Crown's Edge has you dangling 154 feet over the ocean. And would it be a vacation
like
without a water slide?
Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh!
Over the Grand Canyon, like the slide that's on top of LA.
Now,
Like,
we did
I
get a
don't
lot
like
of
that,
questions about
but people
COVID
do.
with so many people on board. Royal Caribbean says they have worked with health experts to roll out new health and safety protocols on board. There's a heavy emphasis on hand washing, and each of the individual staterooms has its own individual filter.
Guys, they have a heavy emphasis on hand washing. We're good. You know what's funny? COVID is the least of your fucking problems at that point. It's literally a hotbed for all matter of different diseases.
I don't think that COVID's the main issue. I think it's like, oh, if the next thing comes up, we're screwed.
I mean, I don't think they give a shit is my point.
Oh, the cruise lines, no, but like they gotta sell it to people.
Filtered air system, so you're not breathing the air of the people that are in the neighboring rooms and things. The ship is also greener, they say, than its predecessors. It uses liquefied natural gas. It makes its own water and treats its own trash. And guys, from the adults-only pool, I can tell you that the bar is already open.
Hey, starting early.
How do we sign up for this story?
Yeah, I think you got to do a lot of hits from airports around the country before you can get that assignment.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Chris, I think it looks very cool. I really do. I love that.
There was like a John Oliver segment on like paper play, like news stories.